What's going on, everybody? Come on in the room. I got something on my mind I need to get off my mind and talk with y'all about, dialogue about for a little bit. I think it's gonna be powerful, and want to hear from you on this what we're gonna talk about. But just want to hit on this for a little bit, man. Dialogue about something. But as you're coming in, just let me know who's in the room so I know who I'm dialoguing with. I see we got 3 people in, 4 people. Who's in the room? Holla at me. Just let me know you're here. But want to talk about this word right here, reset. We just crossed over into a new year. What's going on, Manny? Good to see you, bro. We just crossed over into a new year. And I want to find out, have you hit the reset button yet? What's going on, Keenan? Good to see you, bro. When I was a kid, I was an avid player of video games. How you doing, Steph? Good to see you. I was an avid player of video games. I started out with in television. Actually, I go back before that when there was a game on the actual TV and you turned the channel to a certain channel and you could play this block game where you had these paddles and the ball was going back and forth and you hit the ball back and forth. And then we had in television, ColecoVision, Atari, and then and we finally advanced to Nintendo. And Nintendo had this button on it that I use quite often. That button you see up there next to the power button. It's called the reset button. And there were a few reasons why I used the reset button. One of the reasons why I would push the reset button is sometimes when you put the cartridge in and you begin to play the game would freeze while you were playing it. And you would sit and watch it for a while and see if it would kind of catch up and start playing again. And when you got to the point where you just realized it just wasn't going to play, you immediately went and hit the reset button. Or if the game wasn't going the way you wanted it to go, you weren't being successful while playing the game, you would start over by hitting the reset button. And I'm gonna try this again because this is not going the way I wanted to go. I'm gonna hit the reset button. And you would take the cartridge out sometimes and the cartridge wasn't playing right and you would blow in the cartridge and you will put the cartridge back in, hit the power button and start playing again. And there were a couple of reasons why I would hit the reset button. And the reason why I was hitting the reset button was I wanted to get the game to function as it was originally designed to function. Because it had froze on me. It wasn't functioning properly like it was originally intended to function. So I had to hit the reset button to cause it to work again like it was supposed to work. Or to work to my benefit where I was being successful at the game. I had to hit the reset button. And I want to ask tonight, have you hit the reset button in you? Have you looked introspectively into yourself and said, there's some things that have frozen in my life, some things that I'm stuck in. There's some mentalities that I'm stuck in that have frozen in my mind. There's some ways that I've gotten stuck in that I do over and over and over again. And I need to hit the reset button. We're in a pandemic which has forced us to be quarantined in our homes. And it causes us to go through this routine of activities day after day in our home. And when you go through this routine, that routine can become mundane. And it becomes monotonous, almost like a Groundhog Day. You wake up and you do it all over again in the same space. But what I want to suggest to you is that you have to develop an internal reset button for the mundane. I'm going to say that again. You have to have an internal reset button for the mundane. for the monotonous, for the routine. You have to internally reset so that when you do the same things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis, that they don't become monotonous and become boring and become stale. Therefore, you lose passion and the vigor that you had when you first started out doing it. You know, when you first start out doing something, you're really passionate about it. You have this vigor and this tenacity, this excitement, this exuberance to do what you do well or be successful at it. But as you get into it and it becomes monotonous, that passion starts to dwindle and it just becomes a routine. And so you have to hit the reset button, because what does the reset button do? It takes you back to your origin and you begin to function how you were originally designed to function, back at that place of passion. Have you hit the reset button yet? You know, we're at the beginning of the year and we develop these goals, we develop these mantras, we develop these resolutions and New Year's plans. But what I want to know, have your plans, your goals, your dreams, your visions for this year, have they already become stale? Do you need to hit the reset button on them? The reset button is really powerful. But I think in our reflection and self-introspection and looking at ourselves, we got to take some time out to look at ourselves and say, now have an honest, self-evaluation and say, there's some places in me that I need to reset. I really don't have the passion for that I once had. I don't have the drive that I once had for doing that. And I think what's most critical and most important is that, during this time of quarantine, that you take the time to discover you, to discover your purpose. Like, why are you still here? Many people left in 2020. We grieved their loss. I'm getting ready to funeralize my cousin this Friday. And I'm asking myself, they're gone, but why are you still here? There's a reason why you are still here. There's a purpose that you are here to fulfill. And we have to hit that reset button that causes us to have that drive to fulfill why we're here, what we're supposed to be doing, who we're supposed to be doing it with. And I want to know, did you hit it yet? Are you just coasting through? Are you just biding your time, waiting for normal to come back? I want to announce to you that normal is not coming back. But you can reset yourself to experience a new normal or alternative reality, getting back to who you were originally designed to be, and discovering who you were designed to be and fully maxing that out. What's going on, Johnny? I would hate when I'll be playing my game and the game would freeze and I'll be like hitting the buttons and I'm like, and then you be at a critical point where you about to win the game and it'll freeze on you. And you got to reset the button and go all the way back to the beginning of the game. And that can be frustrating. Sometimes hitting the reset button can be frustrating. It can, because you got to go back and start over sometimes. What's going on? Samira from Hillside, good to see you. That can be frustrating to reset sometimes because you had gotten so far in the game and it froze on you. Now you got to hit the reset button and start over. If you have to hit the reset button and start over your life, what's up, Sean? If you have to hit the reset button and start over your life, are you going to be frustrated to the point that you become paralyzed and don't move forward? Or are you going to be like, all right, I got another shot. Let's reset. Let's do this again. And I'm going to have the same passion, the same drive that I had when I started it the first time. Those that's coming in the room, I'm talking about resetting. Have we hit the reset button yet? You know, a lot of times I was telling those that were already on, we're quarantined, and what we do on a day-to-day basis becomes mundane, monotonous, routine. We got to do it over and over and over again in the same space in our homes. And I'm wondering tonight, have we hit the reset button on the mundane so that it doesn't become mundane? That we have the same vigor and the same passion to do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm a trainer for my company, and I train the staff as well as I do orientation for new hires. And so every time we hire somebody, I got to do the orientation presentation over and over and over again. But if I start seeing that as this routine that I do, and I don't put me in it and don't give the same passion to properly orientate the new hire, then I become ineffective. I become frozen in a state of routine of doing the same thing over and over again. No, I've got to hit the reset button every time I do that orientation session and have the same energy and the same passion as when I did it the first time. I've got to hit that reset button inside of me and say, do it the way you did it the first time. Give the same energy so that it has the same impact as it had the first time you did it. As I'm talking, you know, if thoughts is hitting your mind, type them in the comments so we can dialogue about it. You know, talk to me. You know, some of you all that listen to me, do you feel like you need to hit the reset button? Do you feel like you're in a state of monotony or the mundane and the routine? Have you taken time to do that honest self-assessment, that honest self-evaluation, and say, am I just coasting and just merely existing? Or am I being who I was originally designed to be? That's what the reset button does. It takes the game and resets it back to its original function. Hey, cuz, what's going on? Yeah, Amy, I'm telling you, I had to hit the reset button too, because, you know, I work from home and you get up and you see the same environment every day, you know, and sometimes resetting is resetting your environment and getting in a new environment, going outside for a walk and getting in nature and just resetting your mind. I referee basketball, and I've been blessed to referee at the highest level and the professional level. And one of the things that they taught us on the pro level was that the game is really long. So a normal game takes about two hours and like 15 minutes, maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a long time to be working, running up and down a court, right? And the whole time you're doing that, your mind is working. So what they taught us was you have to find moments in the game where you reset your mind, that you allow your mind to do this, and then you reset it back up. Because your mind, it's hard to keep your mind at that high level of functioning for 2 hours straight when you're working it that hard. Okay, so we would have time during timeouts, maybe during free throws, where you just take a moment and you reset your mind. Give your mind a break and bring it back up. And once you bring it back up, you're back at that high level standard that you were working at before you reset it. Like the video game. When you hit the reset button, it goes back to its original function. So that's kind of what was on my mind. I wanted to talk to y'all about that, just to give us some little inspiration, some encouragement, especially during these times where the country is is uneasy. There's some unrest there. There's a lot going on in our country. Have we reset our minds to continue the fight for the struggle of our people? Or have our minds gone dull and saying, well, this is how it always is, and this is how it's always going to be? No. Hit the reset button. We were people of the struggle. We still are people of the struggle. Our fight isn't finished. We may need to hit the reset button and reset back to that strength of our ancestors, that tenacity, that mindset that we won't rest until we have complete freedom. Black people, hit the reset button. Get back to where we were from our ancestral lineage. We come from a strong, powerful people. We are creators, innovators. We are the financiers of this country. We hold a power that is unmatched when we unify. But we're going through a time of divisiveness where our country is at a divide, and it's almost, it is dividing us. We need to hit the reset button and unify. You used to hit the reset button when you got mad at the game because I was beating. Absolutely, bro. When I used to play my brother, I would get mad and just boom, hit the reset button, start over. I'm getting blown out and I need to stop this. That's a great point. That's a great point. When things are not going the way you planned them to go, don't keep going down that road. Stop. Hit the reset button and rethink. Rethink what you once thought, and you'll come up with a better strategy, a better approach, a better plan of attack. But you got to hit the reset button. If you keep just going and going and going, you headed for destruction. So hit the reset button, guys. Reevaluate, reassess, hit the reset button, and revive that passion that you once had. Revive that drive, revive that dream, revive yourself back to your original function, back to who you were designed to be, who you were purposed to be. I don't want to hold y'all too long, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Hit the reset button, fellas. Hit the reset button, ladies. And let's be who we were designed to be. I love y'all, man. I'm out.